Now, from Nebraska's trusted news source, this is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight on the news, thanks to a huge donation, LPS may be getting a new stadium. Plus, Lincoln Fire recruits get real-life experience today. We're going to take you there, but first, a high-stakes hearing tonight in prime time.
People must pay attention. People must watch.
The January 6th committee set to make its case public. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Rod Fowler. Megan Conway has the night off. The House Select Committee says it is going to reveal never-before-seen footage of the siege and testimony from former President Trump's closest allies and his own family. It all airs tonight here on ABC. Ike Ajachi is on Capitol Hill with the latest.
Tonight, after almost a year's worth of compiling evidence from over 1,000 closed-door interviews and 100,000 documents, the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th attack on the Capitol is now ready to show its work. The committee says it has hours of never-before-seen footage of that deadly day, including live witnesses and videotaped testimony from Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka, and her husband, Jared Kushner, who both had senior roles in his administration. Also being shown, new footage from documentary filmmaker Nick Quested, who was embedded with the Proud Boys before and during the violent insurrection. The committee's goal, to document the horror of that day and highlight what they claim is former President Trump's failure to do anything to stop it. Instead, the group alleges for months Trump laid the groundwork for the attack by repeatedly spreading baseless lies that the 2020 presidential election was stolen from him.
I believe that tonight will be sort of an opening of the narration, the narrative of what happened as an assault on our democracy.
Some Democrats feel the hearings will energize their voters, reminding them what's at stake ahead of the November midterm elections. Republicans, like House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, dismissing the Select Committee's work, accusing the panel of targeting Trump and other Republicans at a time when they should be focused on economic issues.
I don't see any primetime hearings set for gas price, for battling inflation.
It's important to note this is not a legal proceeding, but ABC's chief legal analyst Dan Abrams says the hearing could still have legal ramifications.
Any information that they gather that shows potential criminality could certainly be used in any future proceedings.
This is just the first of 7 hearings. The committee says they expect to finish presenting their evidence by the end of the month. On Capitol Hill, Ike Ajachi, ABC News.
And you can watch the hearings right here on Channel 8 beginning at 7 o'clock tonight. 13 Lincoln Fire and Rescue recruits spent the morning tackling every angle of putting out a fire. And Channel 8's Ariana Martinez was there. She tells us what makes this recruit team so unique. Ariana.
Yes, Rod, I was told 13 is about the perfect size for a recruit class, and LFR has also been working hard to recruit more women onto the force. And this class is more evenly divided than most, with 5 women and 8 men. They have spent the last 12 weeks learning firefighting tactics, and today they took that training out of the classroom and put the skills to use. Each recruit starts on the rig just as they would in a real fire. They run this drill over and over until every person has performed every single job.
To me, all of it's my favorite part because, I'm getting to work with not just my teammates, but my instructors and people with that knowledge, and they really get to show me, tips and tricks, but also things that they've learned throughout the years, and it's something that I can build upon and add to my repertoire because, I'm super fresh and it's something I get to learn.
Now, these recruits have 1 more week of fire training before they begin the last 6 weeks of the academy working on EMS training. And tonight on the news at 6, hear from one of the female recruits about the experience she has had in the academy so far.
No doubt about it. Hard work there. All right, Ariana, look forward to your story at 6 o'clock. Today, Lincoln's mayor announcing a partnership with Omaha and local companies. It's a multi-million-dollar investment in our state's local startups.
It is very rare that 2 cities 45 minutes apart would come together, the leaders of those cities, to make this investment collectively in the future of startups in the state. Very rare. We'll be building more companies from scratch in Nebraska over the next 2 years than anywhere else in the country.
Now, this expansion includes the creation of a new N-Motion office in Omaha and $3.7 million in new investments that will launch and grow 24 Nebraska startups, creating more jobs over the next couple of years. Nebraska is close to breaking its previous 2021 record for the number of local startups founded throughout the year. Tonight, another example of just how great Lincoln is. As many of you know, we have welcomed many refugees over the years, and we're expecting more Ukrainians to soon call Lincoln home. Today, a fundraiser kicked off to help support them and others once they arrive. On Thursday, the United Way of Lincoln and Lancaster County announced a resettlement fund to help refugees. The fund will help them with basic needs like housing, transportation, and child care. One person who knows what that money will do is Mo Shakir, who came to Lincoln from the Middle East and is a United Way board member.
Unfortunately, we didn't have this opportunity. When we moved here, we had support for 90 days, and after the 90 days, we're on our own. And we had to learn the English language, we had to learn the culture, we had to learn how to get a house, how to get a place to live at. So it was very, very tough. We managed, but if there was something like this that would have helped ease this big burden, it would have made our life a lot easier.
The goal is to raise $400,000 in the next month in hopes of distributing the funds to local nonprofits helping refugees in July. And when Lincoln is called upon to help, boy, community members, they step up.
It is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. If you want a true example of the American dream, it's here. We as a community are always the first ones to stand up and the last ones to come down when we need anything.
Lincoln expects to welcome up to 200 Ukrainian refugees in the next 6 to 12 months. So far, 65 people from Ukraine have resettled here and 446 from Afghanistan. To donate, visit unitedwaylincoln.org or text resettle at 41444. And KLKN is hosting a donation drive for the Lincoln Resettlement Fund later this month. It's on Wednesday, June 29th. You can drop off monetary donations in a drive-through fundraiser here at the station's parking lot. Again, our drive-through fundraiser is coming up on June 29th here at the station's parking lot. We're going to be out there all day with the United Way in hopes of helping meet the $400,000 goal. Speaking of money, Union Bank and Trust is donating $1.5 million towards a new stadium for LPS. It would go up near the new Northwest High School set to open this fall. These are pictures of what the stadium would look like. Now, the Board of Education officially has to accept the donation, and they plan to do that with the vote on June 14th. The first football game is scheduled for Union Bank Stadium on August 26th between Lincoln Northwest and Ralston. All right, it is time to check out your first forecast with meteorologist Malcolm Byron, and some light showers in some of our viewing area.
Yeah, they developed in central Nebraska earlier on today, and they survived their trip to eastern Nebraska, but just some light to moderate rain in some cases. But let's take a live look over downtown, over our Allo Communications camera, and off towards the left-hand portion of your screen. We've got cloud cover, precipitation, but a little bit of clearing behind this batch of rain, so this is a pretty cool shot here. Temperatures right now 75 degrees in Lincoln. That is a little bit cooler than our high temperature of 82 degrees today, and that's the effect of the rain moving on by. It's 70 degrees in Wahoo, 70 as well in Columbus. Slightly warmer out towards the Tri-Cities, 78 in Aurora, 79 Grand Island, 77 the current air temperature in Hastings. Here's a satellite and radar loop over the last 4 hours. You see those showers developing in central Nebraska, moving off towards the east and southeast, and towards the end of the loop you can actually see that little batch of clearing starting to approach Lancaster County. Now here's a look at the current radar imagery in Lancaster County now. The showers are starting to push out and move off towards the east. Southeast Lancaster County likely seeing some precipitation at the moment, and there's also some light rain moving into Gage County, closer towards Beatrice as well. Now out west, the Storm Prediction Center has outlined this red shaded area as having a 60% chance of seeing a severe weather watch issued tonight. Yeah, there's a chance for some severe storms out there. We'll have all those details coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Malcolm. Talk to you in a little bit. Now to the urgent push for action on gun reform. The House passing a sweeping gun reform package as the Senate, they have negotiations continuing. ABC's Raina Roy has more.
As many in this country cry out for change, the House passing a sweeping gun reform package that would raise the minimum age for buying semi-automatic rifles and shotguns from 18 to 21 and ban large-capacity magazines plus ghost gun assembly kits. House legislators also approving a red flag bill that would allow extreme risk protection orders, temporarily restricting access to guns and ammunition for those deemed a danger to themselves or others.
We must be better than this. We cannot be the only nation in the world where our children are torn apart on Tuesday and their deaths are gone from the news cycle by Wednesday.
But those bills likely won't pass in the Senate. A bipartisan group of senators have been in talks, but they now say a deal is unlikely to be reached this week.
I'm optimistic in the next couple of weeks that we'll have something for Senator Schumer to put on the floor that will pass with significant bipartisan majorities.
This after emotional testimony on Capitol Hill Wednesday. The parents of 10-year-old Lexi Rubio, who was killed in Uvalde, urging immediate action.
Somewhere out there, there's a mom listening to our testimony, thinking, I can't even imagine their pain, not knowing that our reality will one day be hers, unless we act now.
Lucretia Hughes, a witness called by Republicans, lost her 19-year-old son to gun violence, insisting guns were not the problem.
Nothing in these bills do anything to make us safer or address the mental health crisis in this country.
President Biden said he won't pass gun reform measures through executive action, putting the onus on voters to hold elected officials accountable by making it a deciding factor in who they vote for. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
And coming up on the news tonight, a lot of people had damage from Tuesday night storms, but now for some, they're facing another hurdle. That story in your full forecast after the break. Tuesday night's storms left a big mess for a lot of people to clean up around parts of, well, our area and in Omaha. There, many homeowners, though, as they do the cleanup process, it's going to be a bit tougher because of supply chain issues. Ron Johnson has more.
Last night's hailstorm left damage to so many homes in Maria Marcos's Omaha neighborhood.
I just saw everyone's damage, everyone checking their cars mostly, and the branches that came off, houses and their roofing.
Marcos said damage was the first thing on her mind as those storms rolled in.
Out of nowhere, within 10 minutes, huge balls of hail was falling and moving and shaking the house.
Once it passed, she got a good look at the damage it left behind to her siding. Maria believes hail the size of golf balls hit the back of her home, and you can see the damage is expansive, the biggest she's ever dealt with when having a house. She is now working with her homeowner's insurance to try and fix all this. Home insurance is where many turn to first after a storm like this, but Jack Harm of Titan Exterior says not so fast.
Have that contractor come out before you call your insurance company. There's a lot of times where the damage that's on your home might be very minuscule, even if you don't think it is.
He says the same thing when it comes to expecting a quick fix to siding and window damage. Supply chain issues have made vinyl and glass hard to come by.
There kind of needs to be a little patience in getting materials in. Some brands might take 4 to 6 weeks. Some brands might take 14 to 16 weeks to get in.
Marcos said she's also aware of the supply chain issues, and as far as how long it could take for repairs to her house,
I'm not sure to see how everything goes.
Jack Harm says his company expects to spend the rest of this year working on the repair orders from just Tuesday night's storms alone.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with meteorologist Malcolm Byron.
Well, a few more thunderstorms are in the forecast tonight, but just a disclaimer, it shouldn't be anything close to what we saw Tuesday night, so that's certainly good news there. We've already had a couple of showers move through the capital city, and they're pushing off towards the east, so we're starting to dry out for the time being, even seeing a little bit of blue sky over our Groundworks camera. For the time being, we will stay dry, but there is a chance for some storms later on, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. At this hour, 75 degrees in Lincoln Airport after reaching a high temperature of 82 degrees, 71 in Wahoo, 74 in Omaha, 75 in Beatrice. The warmest air just off towards the west at 79 in Grand Island, 77 in Hastings. So here's a look at the radar imagery. You see all this green here, that's light shower activity quickly pushing off towards the east and southeast. Let's zoom in closer to this. You see some rain in Firth right now pushing out of Lancaster County pretty darn soon. It's moving into Cass and Odo counties. Off towards the south, we also have some rain starting to knock on Beatrice's doorstep. So if you're watching in Beatrice, if it's not raining yet, it likely will be before too long, but even that will be a quick hitter. So we'll pick up Stormcast at 6 o'clock tonight, and this is Stormcast trying to do a good job at representing what's moving through right now. This is a little bit too heavy per this model, but you get the idea. This is moving on its way out, and then our attention is going to turn off towards the west. Anytime this evening, I'd say past 7 o'clock, either in northern Nebraska or maybe even central Nebraska or even southern central Nebraska, we could see a few storms fire. The trickiest part of this forecast is figuring out where these storms initiate, but somewhere off towards the west, we are looking at the chance for some storms to develop. And out here especially, I think they could be on the strong to severe side. This is a model trying to throw a supercell thunderstorm capable of producing large hail, gusty winds, maybe even a brief spin up, maybe out towards Custer County, maybe near the Tri-Cities and points to the south and west. But it's mainly west this evening. Going into the overnight hours, however, some of these storms try to move towards the eastern part of the state, but I don't think the environment quite supports severe weather in eastern Nebraska. We're looking at some scattered storm activity. I just don't think we're going to see a lot of severe weather in the capital city. This is mainly off towards the west this evening, but nevertheless, we can't rule out an isolated or scattered shower or thunderstorm going into the overnight hours, and maybe even going into early Friday morning. You may have to dodge a few of these for the morning commute, but we do dry out after the morning commute. And for the day on Friday, I think we should be mostly dry, but we are keeping some cloud cover. So the tornado potential this evening, you see Lincoln is not included. The Storm Prediction Center is only keying in western Nebraska for this, pretty much the Tri-Cities and points west, with the greatest potential being in this yellow shaded area, including North Platte, just out towards McCook, Grant and Imperial also. Mainly out west this evening, maybe we'll have a brief spin up, but the severe weather potential does shift a little bit farther east. Here is where we have the potential to maybe see some large hail out towards the Tri-Cities, but you'll notice Lincoln not included within this. So again, I'm not expecting a lot of severe weather in the capital city tonight. So for tonight, 56 degrees, mostly cloudy. Actually, that should say 61 degrees. Scattered storms in the forecast. For the day on Friday, rain exits early in the morning. We're hanging on to clouds. 80 degrees, the forecast high on Friday, and we get a lot warmer for the weekend. Temperatures in the upper 80s to near 90 degrees on Saturday and 90 degrees on Sunday, and then 97 on Monday. So summer is returning. We might have a brief hiccup in temperatures by the middle part of next week as storm system approaches, but then we're right back up into the upper 90s, and these may be underestimates, folks. Next weekend, Father's Day weekend, we may be contending with triple-digit heat. If we're not dealing with triple-digit air temperatures, it'll likely be triple-digit heat index values when you factor in the humidity. So looks like a very hot and very humid Father's Day weekend.
Yeah, and we're not really used to that. So that first blast of that Mother Nature's furnace kind of hit you hard, doesn't it?
We're opening up the oven.
All right, thank you so much, Malcolm. Here's a look at Wall Street today. Not a good day. The Dow dropped 638 points. NASDAQ was down to 332. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source. Finally tonight, a weird incident involving a bizarre figure caught on camera outside of a zoo has social media users saying, "What in the world is that?" Here's tonight's Take a Look at This.
Stranger things are afoot in Texas, specifically in Amarillo, where officials want the public's help in figuring out what the heck this is. It's a security camera photo of a bizarre figure walking around outside the Amarillo Zoo. City authorities say the image is real, and they are baffled. They're now asking for the public's input via social media, and as you'd expect, it's been super helpful. Shared suggestions include the Wolfman, Chester Cheetah, Crash Bandicoot, and other fictional beasts that wear slacks. Some suggested it could be the Chupacabra, a mythical beast-like predator that has become southwestern urban legend but has never really been proven to actually exist. Hey, I know, we should ask zoo residents what they think. Hey, guys, you know, I'd expect this from the hyenas, but not from you. City officials say they're hoping, if nothing else, residents can have fun trying to identify this UAO, an unidentified Amarillo object. Think that's bananas? Check this out. A grocery store in Illinois broke the Guinness World Record for the largest fruit display ever, which took 3 days to set up and consisted of more than 70,000 pounds of bananas. Customers were able to split with handfuls of free samples, and leftovers were donated to a local food bank. Finally, hey gamers, NASA has a mission for you. The agency dropped a retro-styled video game online where players control a prototype of the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope. Players try to catch objects in space like supernovas and rogue exoplanets, and the highest score wins. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Kind of takes me back. I don't know how many of you out there remember Pong. It was on. We had it on a black and white TV at home, and it's a doop, doop, doop.
I'm a little too young for that one.
I know.
I know what it is.
That's how it kind of started.
Played it on a PC once.
Oh, really?
Well, folks, it is raining in Beatrice. I can't tell you that. We can confirm it through our Shones roofing camera. You see the raindrops moving on by, but the sun is awfully close to Beatrice. We'll get you a quick check of the radar there. Yeah, the back edge of that showers is about to move through Beatrice. Many across southeast Nebraska likely dry for the rest of this evening, but more late evening and overnight showers and storms are possible.
All right, thank you, Malcolm, and thank you for joining us. World News is next. We'll see you back here at 6 o'clock.
With the Channel 8 Eyewitness News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
DQ is taking your taste buds for a ride with the new Signature Stack Burger menu, featuring 5 mouth-wowing cheeseburgers. Like, try the new DQ Signature Stack Burger menu today. DQ, happy tastes good.